Peace, kings and queens, gods and goddesses. So, I am open to receive. This is an affirmation that I say daily. Why? Because I wasn't always open to receiving. And when I say it out loud, that sounds pretty fucking crazy. But it's true. And if you really know me, you know that I'm a giver. I give. It's what I do. And I never really expect anything in return. Yes, this is a beautiful thing. Oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful thing. But it can also be a toxic thing. And don't get me wrong, this is not something I plan on changing about myself. I've just added boundaries, if that makes sense. As you know, I reflect a lot. a lot. And only I am the blame. Only I am the blame for how empty I allowed my cup to get. I was very fixated on seeing other people happy that I tend to neglect my own happiness. And that's no way to fucking live. That's no way to live. It's not even really living. Until I resumed my healing journey, I kind of remained blind to a ton of things. And with me continuing my healing journey, it brought awareness to so much stuff that I often neglected. And it's like, reflecting, I can see how my trauma I could see how my trauma was impacting my life. And I think it goes to say that it wasn't in the best way. And that's okay, because this is what, that healing journey is about. Bringing awareness to things and changing them for the better. It's a great thing. I didn't grow up in the healthiest environment, and things I've witnessed caused me to add certain restrictions to myself. Like closing myself off to receiving was a restriction that I added to myself. Nobody added that restriction to me. I subconsciously believed that asking, receiving help of any sort was weakness. Even worse, I subconsciously thought that people only would help you to use it against you eventually, or if they were receiving something in return. But this was really all I ever knew. This is all I ever seen. This was my environment that I grew up in. So to protect myself, subconsciously, I've decided that these things were just these negative things, and they are not. So the only thing that I felt the only thing that ever really felt good to me was giving. This is the only thing that I ever really seen in a positive light also. And this is just based on like holidays and birthdays and insignificant holidays that really just doesn't begin to meet the expectations of my life for real. but this is how I subconsciously made things work for me in order to protect myself and in order to bring myself happiness, or what I thought was happiness. Now that I'm thinking about it, it really wasn't happiness. I was completely unaware of how bad this actually was without boundaries. Like, giving is a fucking beautiful thing. Don't get me wrong, and I'm not saying do not give. I'm just saying be mindful of how much you give, and be mindful of how people are kind of viewing you. Because I allowed myself to become a doormat. I allowed people to take advantage of me. It added no substance to my life. Leaving my cup completely empty and still pouring from an empty cup. What? That's like literally what my life had become, and I really wasn't seeing it in the light that I was supposed to see it, because I couldn't until I resumed healing and I started to do the shadow work. The shadow work is what really brought these highlights out, brought all of this awareness, and brought all of these things, that the feelings that I was really feeling, that I was submerging, suppressing, that I was ignoring, that I didn't want to face. I am so fucking grateful for healing, because no more. Like, reflecting on these things and really acknowledging how these things truly made me feel, and acknowledging how my thoughts and things that I truly was believing was so messed up because of my trauma. Y'all, this is so deep. It's so deep. And we have to acknowledge just how deep this is, how deep this truly is, because we have to change it. I was only able to change my mindset and the way I thought about things because I did the work. I continue to heal. I've looked into those dark areas, and I faced everything that comes out of them, because I want better for myself and I want better for my kids. They deserve better. I deserve better. You deserve better. This work brings better. It does. It's freedom. It really is. And we gotta take advantage of that. We have to take advantage of that. We do. I've come to understand the importance in receiving. No one can do everything alone. And it takes power and courage to ask for help when you've been so used to struggling on your own, because your mind prohibits you from thinking that receiving is a positive thing. And it is. It's really a beautiful thing. I am so proud of myself, because I completely changed my way of thinking, and I've altered my subconscious to the point that I am no longer the same person. I be experiencing stuff in my life today, and like based on my responses, I be asking myself, like, who the fuck are you? where did this come from? And it's really it's really great. It is. It fills me up with so much joy, because I acknowledge how much work I've actually put into myself, and I'm grateful for this work. I'm grateful for this work because I'm an entirely different person. I barely recognize myself sometimes. From, that's what that was saying. Like, but that's a really good thing. It is. This was not easy. This is not easy, But I still encourage y'all to do it. Because now, baby, if someone wants to be kind to me, I allow it. If someone wants to do a kind gesture, I openly allow it. If someone gives me a compliment, I openly receive it. I wasn't even fucking receiving compliments. Like, when I say this is deep, y'all, receiving stuff used to make me feel so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. And it's just like, I'm not uncomfortable anymore. I love compliments. I accept compliments. I openly receive compliments. And they make me feel really fucking good. It's great. It really is. I'll ask for help when I need it. That's fucking a lot for me. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Like, that's so much for me. I would need help. Somebody would offer help and I'd turn the shit down. Make it make sense, Heaven. Make it make sense, Heaven. Because it don't make sense, right? But I didn't know how to take it. I didn't know how to receive it. I didn't know how to allow help to actually flow into my life. But I do now. I do now. And overall, this has helped me decipher people's true intentions. Unfortunately, people will use you if you allow them to. And I can now see what a user is from someone with pure intentions. And these are two totally different people. And I needed to learn how to be able to see the difference between these two people for me. For my boundaries to be respected. For me to respect my boundaries. My boundaries are there to protect me. But now, I am open to receive. And it feels so good to be able to say that and mean it. Because I deserve help. You deserve help. We deserve help. No one should struggle alone. No one should suffer in silence. No one should feel as if they're a burden because they need assistance in any way. Life is life, and sometimes we need assistance. We really should be open to accepting that assistance. Overall, I love y'all, and I want better for y'all. So, come on, join me, heal. Do the shadow work. Do the shadow work. Figure out what's really holding you back. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next time.